Hi everybody. I'm Elle and I'm here with Joel, a master prosperity coach. Actually, this is the we are talking about all the nine rules, and this is rule number nine. So go ahead, Joel. We are all waiting to see what's the last rule in this to being prosperous and have more money in our lives.
Thank you, Elle, again for having me. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here today. So, yes, this is rule number 9 of the 9 money rules millionaires use. My book from 2019 that became a bestseller. So, rule number 9 is don't diversify. I think it may be the most controversial of the 9 money rules because most people have been taught to
To
diversify. So,
diversify, yeah.
first of all, what does diversify mean? Diversify means to put your money into a lot of different investments so that in case something goes down a lot, you won't lose a lot of money.
Right.
It's a fear-based process. It's assuming that things are going to go bad. And I teach, if you go back to rule number 1, empowering beliefs. Let's talk about when things go well. Have faith in the magical universe. Have faith in your dreams and desires. So diversification is starting from a basis of fear. And secondly, I will tell you that the richest people in the world don't diversify. Charlie Munger, who passed away last year at 99, he was Warren Buffett's right-hand man, the chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, said, the whole secret of successful investing is non-diversification. If you know nothing, diversify. Warren Buffett, who started Berkshire Hathaway, I don't know how much he's worth these days, but probably over 50 billion. He's part of the 99% club, giving away 99% of his net worth. So he said, if I had my druthers, I would invest more than 50% of my net worth in one security. Now you may think about the richest people in the world, Elon Musk, who owns 3 or 4 businesses. I think he's worth over $250 billion. Is 3 or 4 businesses where he has all of his net worth diversification. Think about Bill Gates, who started Microsoft, or Jeff Bezos, who started Amazon, or Steve Jobs, who started Apple. Did they diversify? No, they concentrated their investments in one business. So I'm not saying you have to put everything in one, but have a small 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different assets. And I will tell you, and you won't hear this from any financial advisor or financial planner, but as a former hedge fund manager, when I was managing money, each year I wrote down my top 3, 4, 5 ideas. I was unable to invest in only 3, 4, or 5 stocks because the Securities and Exchange Commission has laws that said you have to be diversified if you're a mutual fund or a hedge fund. I think the minimum is 20. Most portfolio managers have 60, 80, 100. Some have hundreds and hundreds of different securities. I, on average, had about 80. And I will tell you the top 5 each year, top 5 ideas, top 5 stocks, made me more than 100% of my return each year. And the rest of them lost me money. It's a dirty little secret that every mutual fund portfolio manager knows, is that he's not going to or she's not going to find 100 or 80 stocks that are going to go up 20, 30, 40%. Outperform the average. On average each year, the market goes up around 10%. So you want to find a large number of stocks that are going to go up 20, 30, 40. But you can't find 100 each year. And they're invested in 100. So what generally happens is the average portfolio manager return is very close to the average, maybe a little bit higher, a little bit lower. But like Charlie Munger said, the secret to successful investing is to have a concentrated portfolio of a few stocks, and that's how you get very good returns. And that's been my experience in my professional and personal career. And the father of modern portfolio theory, Harry Markowitz, which I talk about in this chapter in the 9 Money Rules Millionaires Use, the father of modern portfolio theory stated that the way he calculated volatility is the movement of upside and downside. But do you really care if a stock is volatile up? Like on average, the stock is 10%, but it'll go up to 20 or 30 or 40% returns. I think most people would say, no, I don't really care if it's volatile upside. We care about the volatile downside, like if it's got to go down 10, 20, 30%. So in modern portfolio theory, the volatility is up and downside. But he actually said in his thesis on modern portfolio theory, if you want to maximize returns, you don't diversify, because the volatility calculation is based on upside and downside. He even said it in his thesis. So everyone who is putting their money into a mutual fund, large number of securities, are not going to get the returns that the richest people in the world do, because they don't have tons of different investments. They have a small number, handful. Right. So don't diversify.
But how about if you have in business, if you're, I don't know, like for example, if I'm a coach and also have another business on the side, I understand what you're saying about to understand what my coaching business is and make sure that I'm in the best part of, know how to deal with my clients, just be in that higher space. Yes. But do you also recommend to have something on the side if the opportunity comes up?
Yes, great question, Elle. So again, I would look at it as, am I diversifying my businesses? Like Elon Musk has 3 or 4. Fine, right? I would say yes, you can have 2 or 3 or 4 businesses, great, but not 20, right? And so, because the other concept we've talked about over the last 8 weeks is where focus goes, energy flows.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you are diversified into 10, 20 businesses, it's really hard to keep your focus. And it's likely that some of those are not going to do well. So I would say focus on 2 or 3, most 4. You can have some side businesses, but really focus 2 or 3 or 4. That's it. I wouldn't go to 5 or 6 or 7, because then you're going to dissipate the energy.
So do you also recommend to, let's say, if there is 2 businesses or 3 businesses, something that is kind of in sync with the first one, or can be totally different?
It can be totally different.
Okay.
Generating passive income from other sources. I knew a guy who was doing vending machines, getting fairly passive income from vending machines, and his core business was investing in stocks. But he had this opportunity to invest in vending machines and basically generate fairly passive income, and he bought the business at a very low price, got a potentially very high return on the investment. So yeah, I don't think they have to be related at all. But again, don't have 10 of them.
As many as you can handle. So it's a couple of them is good enough. Got it. I mean, this was very insightful. Thank you so much. Joel, for giving us the understanding of what does it mean, don't diversify, because when you say that it's different, but when you explained it, it just makes so much sense. So thank you so much.
My pleasure. And if anyone watching or listening to the recording live, I am going into detail on the 9 money rules millionaires use in a course that I'm starting October 1st. It's 9 weeks. We're basically giving it away. It's $99, but we want everyone to get access to the details. There'll be exercises each week, and it's a really fun interactive course. So if you're interested, the course is actually, the link is on my website, salomon.com.
If you want to give me the link, I can put it on the description on as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, so it's salomon.com, but I could give you the exact link. Yeah. It's really fun. It's a small group. We don't have more than 50 people in the group, and it's very interactive. So love to have anyone who's watching listening.
Thank you so much, Joel. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and have a wonderful week. Thanks.
Thank you.